screenshot. Okay. Let me send a message in the stakeholders chat. Okay, done. So this is Spring 337. We have 2 Spring goals and 1 done. The other one not done. We have done the app insight logs issue. We have fixed it. And the other one, Azure function, is still in progress. This is a 4-day sprint, a short sprint. Timesheet data, we have me, Tom, and Lou working most of the time. Sam M also has 8 hours on TimePro, but I asked him on Teams this morning to see if he has anything to show, but he didn't reply. So yeah, that I will follow up. Here's the backlog. We have 3 dons out of 9 PBIs. So let's go through the PBIs now. So the first PBI, this one is done, and this one is, I think it's worth a congrats because it saves a lot of money cost on the app insights. Here's the detail.
Jim, sorry, just interrupting. Sam is on leave today. That's why he didn't reply. He's back Monday.
Oh, okay, I see. Right.
Yeah. No
I'll follow up week. Yeah. Back to this PBI, we have found the root cause of this issue. It's related to the CRM contact synchronization, and it keeps retrying a failed request to TimePro, and that request keeps failing. So it forms an infinite loop, and it goes on for the last several months. So that's why we have so many App Insights logs in the TimePro. So I have worked with Lou together, and the fix is basically updating the TimePro endpoint to loosen the data validation, because it threw data validation error previously, and we loosen the validation so that it doesn't throw error, and it solves
Has Yuli's account been re-enabled for syncing in Outlook?
Yes, we did re-enable the synchronization for Yuli's account.
And are those logs where we see the drop where his account's been re-enabled?
Yes, it did.
Just adding some information. We enabled Yuli's mailbox on Tuesday, and the log didn't go up, but we suspect I suspect actually it's even though we enable the mailbox, then the contact sync is not being triggered. That's why the log doesn't have, because we don't see any exception at all. That's unusual. So today I work with Chris and just trigger hard synchronization for Yuli's mailbox. It may appear more logs, so we will see. Yeah, so I'm not very confident that this is completely solved from CRM side. For TimePro side, nothing to be done, but for CRM side, I still need to monitor maybe a few days for the log to see if that increases. And another thing for the fix And actually, Mama, I want to talk actually it's the old data. So the reason why CRM can't update TimePro contact is because all those contacts has a company name called no name, and then TimePro explicitly filter out those no name account. So when Yuli tries to update those accounts, and TimePro returns 404, so say those accounts can't be found. So basically, those no-name account is the legacy records. It's about 14,000 account, and TimePro filters out, but actually it exists in CRM. So I wonder if we need to delete those data in TimePro. In CRM. That's a really a data issue, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So, Michael, to wrap it up, this issue is about two parts. One part is TimePro and the other one CRM. And from TimePro's perspective, this issue is fixed now, but we will continue to keep an eye on the App Insights logs to see if they bump again.
And Jim, maybe change the assigning because you finished off the work, I didn't. It still says it was me.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
do we
maybe
know what the
you
cost
or
is now?
whoever worked on it. Yeah.
So we know what the cost is now, or you that's to be monitored?
the current cost has been reduced, but the exact number is still not certain because this was just fixed several days ago. We'll
Okay.
keep watching.
Order of magnitude?
What? Say again?
Order of magnitude. So if there was 2,000 messages a minute, is it now 10 message? What's the order of magnitude it's reduced by?
From this chart, it looks like less than at least half, maybe 1/3 or 1/4.
Okay.
Yeah. So ideally, it could be less than $100.
But from this graph, it looks like 10-20%. Like it's very
Yeah,
small.
that's what it looks like to me too.
Yeah.
So make sure you call that out.
If you compare the biggest bar with the smallest bar, it's like 10 or 20%.
Yeah, but we need still to see how it goes after the synchronization is re-triggered. It might cause more volume, a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
correct.
make sure you call that out when we do the main recording, because that's a gold star, and you can just say those words. We've potentially saved a lot of cost. We think it's in the range of 10 to 20% of the cost, which is going down to be under. I'd use these words, under $100, which is a great win. But we will confirm once the data comes out in the next few days. That's how I'd frame that. That's because that's the big thing. We were spending $300. Yeah, that was a lot of money.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, let's continue. I pulled in this PBI during spring because this is strongly relevant to the previous one. So this one has been solved together with the previous one. So next one is the recurring task to talk to people who doesn't use suggested timesheet. I talked to Chloe. He's in France. But only then did I realize that the French people, their suggested timesheet usage are all 0 because they are using the EU tenant. So the data comes to EU tenant rather than the AU tenant. That's basically what I've done for this PBI.
Maybe put yourself as an assignee too.
Okay. That's the done ones. Continue to the in progress ones. Geoffrey is still working on Azure function, but he didn't have capacity this spring, sadly. This will be continued next spring. Next, I will talk about these two together because they are correlated. I worked with Lou closely together. We kind of implemented the overall on billing fields synchronization on staging. And the only step before we complete these are to publish them to production. So here is a screenshot. You can have a quick look. This is on staging, and this test project, was synchronized from CRM UAT environment. And you can see the on-billing client ID and on-billing project ID are both synchronized. So going to the next one, this one hasn't been worked on yet, but this will be after the Azure function finished, and we aim to do a test for this PBI. Next one is the UI task from Tom. Tom, would you?
Okay. First, can you refresh the sprint page, because I think I have 2 or 3 tasks in this sprint. Yeah. Okay, just 2.
Yeah, I can see too.
Okay.
Mm.
So the first one is this update, edit and delete buttons. So, oh, sorry, I didn't share my screen.
Okay, you can take over.
Okay, sure. This is so basically, formally in this page we have this button that is an icon. So it doesn't have this hover effect or this press effect here. It's just icon similar to the button. So I changed this one to material button, and I changed the hover effect of this table according to Michaela's design. And also in this PBI, I also changed this invoice editing page. So for this button, we get rid of this email icon on the left side and remove the little up arrow to the right, so to make all the button consistent. And also we change this icon from font item to material icon. So now it looks like this. And for the next PBI here, I think it's this
sorry,
one.
Tom.
Uh-huh.
Tom, can you go back to the UI, the TimePro one? TimePro UI you were just asked, because I remember last time we were discussing like whether we should use this green tick icon.
Oh, yes.
Allocated.
Yes, this one it's pending on Michaela, because he has his design and he has offered the third option, and but he doesn't ask Adam for the feedback. So let me just find it here.
It's a she.
Oh, she. Oh, sorry, it's a she.
Yeah.
Let me find this PBI. It's already done, so it's a little bit hard to find. I think it's this one. So, this one. Okay. So basically, she has came up with another option C, to add a unallocated icon on the tab to make all this consistent.
Right.
Sorry, can you do me a
run
favor? Can you just go back to the TimePro UI where you have the drop down?
This one?
Yeah, the drop down. Click on the drop down.
This one?
The drop down where it's got the pages.
The pages here?
items per
Items
page.
per page.
Well,
Items per page. Up.
items per page. Where is it?
Oh, in the
Yeah.
page.
Just-
In the page, you just hover
The
over
drop down.
the page. Just a little above the email button. A little above the pager.
See the 100.
100. Where is it?
Items per page. You're right there. There's a drop down right in front of you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Should numbers be left or right aligned? Or is that a standard?
I don't think we have a standard for this, but it's all nested in the material UI CSS. We can change that, of course.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, sure.
Why are your dates in US format? Date
Yes.
Sam Maher.
Yes, so I think we need to change all the US format date to Australian format. It's in another PBI.
Is that should that be changing it to Australian format, or should it honor the settings of the browser?
Oh, I don't think it's the setting of the browser because
Well,
yeah.
my question is should it be Australian format, or should it honor the settings of the browser?
Oh.
Because I know in Australia we use DDMMYYY, but doesn't China use YYY-MM-DD?
Yes,
And
we
what does
do.
France use?
Oh, yeah.
France uses, I think, dots in some instead of
I think for
slashes,
now,
maybe.
yeah, I think
We
for
use
now,
slashes, yeah.
yeah.
Use
I think for
slashes.
now, TimePro
Same as in
doesn't have.
Australia.
Okay. For now, TimePro doesn't have any of these format choices of the date in TimePro, but I think we can add another functionality to give you the preference for the date, or just
Okay.
read the browser setting. Yes, we can.
Same with those numbers that are in the table. All those numbers look right aligned. They should be left aligned. Sorry, left aligned. They should be right aligned.
Yes.
The biggest confusion comes in, and Joffrey, is France month first, day second, or day first, month second?
Oh, we are normal. We do day, month.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah.
They're not American.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's why it's an important thing, because if it's the 7th of the 7th, you go, or 7th of the 8th, you go, is it July or is it August? You don't know.
And just about the left-right alignments, it seems like all of TimePro is left aligned for all the different fields.
Yeah.
So if Mehmet, you want to make a change, it would be on the whole portal, I guess, right? A global change.
Yes.
Yeah, you would.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And as for the second PBI I've been working on, it's this one. Incorrect delete icon and non-functional model. So it's here in the homepage of this TimePro. We changed this little cross icon to the bin icon, according to Michaela's new rule, because the cross can mean a lot of things like closed or any other meaning. So only the bin icon means specifically deleting. And also we add this little module to reassure people want to delete this timesheet. Okay, so that's my work.
I don't like that delete. Click on the trash can. I don't know that I like that delete being like an inverted black. I don't know. Look, whatever. I'm not going to say change it, but I don't know. I think that looks a little bit jarring. But
isn't that what Michaela suggested though?
Doesn't mean she's right.
No, I know.
Because
I'll make one point. If you look at the border of that, the white border for delete timesheet, it has rounded edges, but the buttons have hard edges. See, they have hard square borders, but the overall border for the delete timesheet has soft edges, rounded edges. Mate, I got the designer eye for the straight guy. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we do got a lot of UI inconsistency.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but I think that inverted black looks jarring.
Okay. So basically, what Michaela wants is to make all the delete button the red one, because red means danger. But when it comes to SSW, red is our primary color. So all the primary color is in red. So he just make all the delete buttons the second primary color, which is the black inversion. I think maybe you can have a chat with her the other day to talk about her new rule about all the deleting and editing icons. Okay, so that's my demonstration. Back to you, Jim.
Thank you. Reshare.
I'd say this is the pattern.
So our last PBI is to record the dumb video V3. And I didn't have the chance to do it. But Adam requested to be my top priority. He requested on Wednesday. But our current sprint goal was already determined. So Michael, I would suggest make this dumb video PBI my one of the sprint goals for the next sprint. I will do that.
What's the hold up with the video? Is it just time consuming? This is a first been sort of sitting around for a few sprints now.
Yeah.
I know that Adam's pretty keen to get it done.
Yes, but our sprint goal was always being the cross-billing features. So yeah. Yeah.
I guess it means we need to clarify with Adam whether this should be a sprint goal for the next sprint.
Ask Adam.
If the video should be a sprint goal for the next sprint.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay. That would be the backlog. Let's quickly go through the rest. Suggested time usage has no change. It keeps at 78%. Automatic timesheet usage has down 1%. Hi, Luke.
Hello.
We are doing the sprint review.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the sprint burn down. We just went through the backlogs. The sprint burn down doesn't look as good. We have, for your information, Luke, we have only 3 dones among 9 PBIs.
That's cool. Look, it was my fault for being late. Don't feel like you've got to retread what you've spoken about. That's fine. Just keep going forward.
Okay, cool. So we had 1 production deployment. And we have no code coverage change on both front end and back end. We'll just scroll down. We have perfect pipeline health for both front end and the back end. And the application health, we solved a long existing issue on failed requests. So previously it was like over 4K or even 10K. And now it drops down to 600. So the main issue is about the CRM synchronization, which we already fixed. We talk about that in the backlogs. So that fix also fixed this field request in TimePro, which is good. The state of Epic, we had a little progress on the UI Epic, and the cross-billing Epic stays at 29% because we haven't done any PBI in this Epic. And for China tenant Epic, there's still the PBI, the dumb video PBI left. R&D, we didn't do R&D this sprint. And for AI usage, I'm still using Copilot with GPT-5 and DeepSeek and Cloud. I didn't do Yakshiver this sprint. Geoffrey and Tom, I believe it's the same for you this sprint.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still Sonnet 4.5. So, and GPT 5.1 now.
Okay.
Not this one, sorry, the other one. Oh, actually, both. Yeah, you can leave it, and yeah.
We will get the Copilot stats later. And for Yakshiver usage, we have a little more new PBIs Yakshaved than the last sprint. Than the last sprint. So it comes to 73%. That's all the review. And let's do the retro now. So for what went well, I would say we tackled the long existing log issue in App Insights. Which saves SSW money cost. I think that's the biggest win this sprint.
Yep.
Yeah. Any thoughts from you?
Yeah, I'm +1 for that one.
Okay.
Just go back to the done list quickly.
Sorry?
Just go back to your list of PBIs.
List PBIs, okay.
Just it's on the screen behind the email.
Right.
Yeah. Massive 400 error on API recurring. So just set an automatic time usage.
Maybe I can add one. So you can just write beam programming with Mikala and fix a lot of UI issue that wasn't in the PBI.
That was or wasn't?
It wasn't, because we were just browsing the page and fixed anything we see. So
okay. Not UI issues.
This would be like more of a product owner question, but how much time did you spend working on these other PBIs? More than half a day? Or not too long?
The question for Tom?
Yeah, for Tom, sorry. So yeah, Tom, how long did you spend working on PBIs that were not in the sprint? So the one you did with Michaela.
It is not a PBI that's not in the sprint. It's just we're fixing this issue, and I'm sharing screen with him. We are discussing this issue, and quickly she finds there's another inconsistency, and it's all just minor UI changes, so it's not worth the jack shaver.
Right.
So we just fix it right away.
Yeah, I understand. So
yeah.
Just wondering how long it took you in total. If it was just a couple hours, I guess it's fine. But it
Just
wasn't a whole day, right?
Okay. No, not
yeah,
right.
Whole day. Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
Okay, I just updated the backlog. Okay, what didn't go so well? I would say we experienced interruption again. I gave Geoffrey two mandates in the last spring forecast, but it turned out he was occupied on something else.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can say Geoffrey dash no capacity this sprint.
So what do you drag away on, Geoffrey? What's the other stuff that Adam's got you doing?
So yeah, I spent the Monday, Tuesday on a spec review. Wednesday morning on my inbox, because there was a lot of emails and chats that occurred during the start of the week. Okay. Then I fixed the Angular workshop website, which I was working on for a bit. And Benchmaster, which I'm running with the others. And also some important work on the website. We had some deployment failures, so I'm just setting up a Power Automate flow to make sure we don't miss them next time. So just a bunch of important small stuff around, and they're sort of high priority. So
no, that's it.
Yeah,
just random sort of stuff to
just random, stuff and also SharePoint, which is less something else. But I guess I can pass this one on to someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I had a annual review which took longer than I expected, and also me and Tom had several hours client work for urgent tasks, which reduced the capacity a little bit more. So what improvements can be made for the next sprint? Any ideas, guys?
No spec review and annual review, I guess.
Yeah, that would help.
Then we can all focus. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was just bad timing, so nothing we can actually do about it.
Okay. If there are no more questions and comments, I will jump to the forecast.
Actually, sorry, can you go back to the retro?
Yeah.
So yeah, didn't go well. Put Azure function dash have not being worked on at all. And then improvements would be just make this the main sprint goal. Or maybe the sole sprint goal.
You need a bench.
Okay.
So just so that we get it done. Make it the
Yeah,
only sprint goal or something.
Okay. Single. Now we can focus on. Cool. I'll go ahead and create a new sprint 338. This will still be a 1 week sprint.
Yeah.
And I will move across all the in progress PBIs to the next sprint. So we agree to make the Azure function PBI as our next sprint goal.
What about the video? Shall we check with Adam if that's going to be the higher priority than?
Oh yeah, the video.
Yeah, I intended to make it one of the other sprint goal. It's not development. It's just my personal task, like assigned to me. So what's your call, Michael? Do we have 2 sprint goals?
Yeah, I think we do, because we've got to hopefully have a bit more capacity this sprint. And look, the video is just about getting it done, because I know that he cares about that sort of stuff. So we just got to get it done, because it'll come up and cause aggravation for him. So we need to just get it out of the way.
Yeah. And let's calculate the capacity. For everyone's notice, I have 2 days leave next Monday and Tuesday. And when I'm back, I will focus on the done video first. So that gives me 3 days. So Geoffrey, what's your capacity?
Give me 4, please. I'll keep 1 day to finish off the other tasks.
Okay. And Tom?
Give me 3. I think possibly I will have some full-time work next week. So.
Okay. Lou, do you have any?
As usual, 20 hours, but I don't know if next week TimePro need me, because I did see the epic, those unbilling, the rest items for the unbilling. But I think that's a different. That's for reporting. That's for unbilling, cross-billing reporting. So, but I would suspend to do the report until China has started to use the tenant. generate some data. That's my my thought.
Well, will that be a blocker if there is no data generated in, say, for example, China tenant to build the Power BI report? Will be that a blocker?
Not necessarily blocker, but it's a bit difficult to develop because we need to mock the data. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, I'm still not very, how to say, confident about the sync timesheets because so far I haven't seen anything happen, synchronize the timesheet, either from backend or the UI. So I think we should get the application feature stabled before doing reporting. Like at least we should see some end-to-end test for synchronized timesheet happen, and then Alvin is happy to use the tenant, and then we start to consider doing the reporting. Maybe we can put the reporting in a separate epic out of this on billing epic.
That sounds like a good idea.
I actually agree we should make sure the webhook feature is fully functional before we go to the next reporting PBIs. Yeah,
Yes.
but I would keep it in the same epic for now.
Jim?
What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, agree. Get this, like, I know that this stuff's going to come up, like this video and other things, but let's just get this bloody thing done.
Yeah.
Jim, can you change mine from 4 to 3, please? We have brainstorming on Friday, I forgot. So I won't be able to work on Friday.
Okay. So I would only consider me, Geoffrey, and Tom, the three of us working next sprint. That gives us 28 points.
At the risk of suggesting a 2-week sprint and getting shot down, next Friday, Sydney is having it, like Jeffrey said, a brainstorming day.
Oh, it's Friday.
It would be great to have a 2-week sprint because then we can polish off this bloody epic. It's just because stuff's come up and we've.
I know you like polishing stuff off, Michael, but it's not going to happen.
But you know what I mean? I mean, we just, it's been very disjointed. We lose people when we think we've got people and all that sort of stuff. So this is dragged on for longer than it needs to.
Nut it out, mate.
We can nut it out. There you go.
From this morning.
I would like a 2-week sprint as well, but there's this rule. But if it's more than 5 man days, it would be it.
Yeah. I know. That's why I said at the risk.
Plan B is move it on Monday, basically.
But each time we plan, Jim, we think we've got X capacity and we end up having Y, which is why that's why I think that we should probably, instead of timesing it by 0.8, we should probably times it by 0.6, because every single time we've done this planning, we've had less capacity at the end than we thought during planning. So I think that we should make that case.
Yeah.
This makes sense. Some team actually use the previous sprint estimate to capacity to plan for the next one. So we should look at what we did last sprint. And I think it was about...
was like 33
8
points.
2 and 1, I think. So 11.
Like 33 points remaining out of 47. So that means 14 out of 7, which is like a 1.3. It's like a 1.3 buffer.
I have no idea what you're doing, Jim.
Is that what you mean?
No, I just mean you should just look at what we did last sprint. Look at what we delivered last sprint, how many points, and just use this as a reference for the next sprint. Some teams just do it this way. So if we delivered 11, we just plan for 11. Because this looks like is what we up to. It's just another way of doing things. But I guess Michael is the one who decides what we choose. So we can do A, use the same as last sprint, or B, use a different coefficient. So Michael, you said you'd rather use a 0.6. Is this what you prefer?
Well, I think that your idea was good. Whatever we got last time, but I just think that every time we go into this sprint, capacity based on what we think is never materialized, and we never get anywhere near enough work done, and we get and this keeps dragging on. Things like we don't get the video done, and I know that causes Adam some pain, and then we don't deliver on the things that he wants done. So it would be nice for us to be able to make a case to do a 2-week sprint, especially with brainstorming next week, and hopefully get some capacity to polish some of these things off.
Yeah, okay, I understand your pain. So yeah, we should just under-promise, over-deliver. So let's just do this for this sprint, and hopefully we over-deliver on this one.
Sorry, I still don't understand. What's our decision?
Under promise. So you get 21 points, right? When you use 0.6.
Yes, 21%.
Yeah.
21.
Ash.
Yeah.
And last sprint we delivered what? 11?
Last sprint?
Yeah. If you look into the email, I think it was an 8, a 2, and a 1 we delivered.
Oh, we delivered. Yeah.
Or actually, we should have.
So we delivered 11. So maybe
we should have in our heads before we have this conversation is what capacity did we plan versus what we actually had? Because I would say that, because Adam might push back and say, well, based on what we've seen over the last 3 sprints, is that every time we plan X, we achieve Y, and we think it's more realistic to plan Y, which is why we're thinking in a 2-week sprint will be a better thing.
Oh,
so that data will be helpful.
And Michael and Geoffrey, so I just realized another thing is we have sprint reviews on Friday, which basically means Friday will have 0 capacity, like a 0.5, maybe 0.5 capacity for each dev. Especially
this is normal.
Friday can be worked on.
Sprint reviews are as part of the sprint, so we account for this.
But my current calculation is 1 week sprint with Friday as the last day of the sprint. So yeah, which means it makes more sense if I give myself like 2 days next sprint rather than 3. Yeah, to exclude Friday, because for me Friday is
I agree. Because you have to prepare for the sprint review, you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I understand. But still, when you do this, it's still part of the sprint because you're preparing for this project. So it should be part of whatever you. That's why we use this 0.8 or 0.6. It's because we also have all the meetings which take time. So it's all. Yeah. It's all part of it.
Yeah.
So you can reduce your. Yeah. Okay.
But preparing sprint review is not one of the PBIs.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It's just, I wouldn't say it like in the way that you want to take 1 day off. I would just say that, okay, I understand.
In that case, we have less than 20 points, which means less than 5 man days. So I guess that makes sense to extend to 2 weeks.
That's exactly my point. That's why I thought we could play with the math a little bit just to make it support our point.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, look, we might have capacity or something, but based on everything that happens, we know things always go longer, and it's best to plan for reality.
Okay, so I will plan as 2 weeks.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, I will change the date. So I'm going to recalculate the capacity. I'll give myself 4 days for the week after. So the question comes to Geoffrey and Tom. Can you foresee your capacity on the week after the next?
8.
Total 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kind of hard. Just make me 6.
Which means 3 days for
Each week.
for each week. Okay.
But possibly I will be working for food the next week and the week after next week. Maybe. That's not for sure, but possibly.
Yeah.
That's okay. Under promise, all good.
Okay.
Lou, do you plan to work on TimePro for the following 2 weeks?
I think I can work like an ad hoc needed if you need me to do anything.
I will put you 1 day, okay?
Because I guess the next 2 weeks you mainly focus on this web Azure function and timesheet synchronization, right? Development. Not many things to do with CRM.
But we hope that we can touch at least a little bit of the final piece, the reporting and CRM.
Yeah.
Because originally we had a plan from Jean that we spent around 4 sprints to finish this epic. I think we are quite close to 4 sprints.
Yeah, that's why I think the reporting should be a separate epic. Thinking what I can do from Power BI side for this.
Yeah, I think that's a feasible option, and we can discuss that later.
Yeah.
I'll put you 1 day to provide ad hoc help, which gives us 50 points in total. There's also Hugo, but I'm not sure whether he's available for the next 2 Fridays.
I'm going to have a look at the EU tenant TimePro, see if he's working on it. Because I think they work on client at the moment.
Hugo is on client?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if he's on client on Friday. So I'm just going to check now.
Okay. He's on client.
So he's on leave next Friday. And the one after, there's nothing. So you can book him in 1 day. For the 28th. But he's going to be, yeah, that's it. Correct. 28th. Just one.
Right. That gives us 52 points, and we can pull in more PBIs based on that.
I didn't see. Did you use 0.6? Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I used. Which gives us 24 points remaining. So I think,
hey Jim, can you take a look at the Teams group chat?
oh yeah. Okay. So actually, before I pull in more PBIs, I would ask Mehmet if you have took a look at the PBIs here. Any thoughts that we can work on?
I looked at a couple of them. I put a comment down in the exchange rate one, and I asked Lou to check it. For the Power BI reporting ones, they're going to be, I guess Lou would probably know those ones better. But we don't need a new table. We already have a table there for exchange rates. We can use that.
Okay. Okay.
You can probably look at the other new ones as well.
The other one, which one?
Transfer payment rates. I haven't looked at that one in detail.
Oh, okay. Okay, no worries. Then
And chargeable projects.
chargeable projects. Okay. Any comment? No.
Not yet.
No. Okay. Okay. Lou, would you think it's possible to take a look at this PBI in the next 2 weeks? If by any chance it's already there and we don't need to do much things, then we can get this done quicker.
Yeah, I can have a look at now what the meme says. It could be made custom table under.
You can either put a table under the currency to store historical versions of rates, or you can use the currency table itself. And every time a rate changes, you can actually save an inactive copy of that record, which forms a historical record of previous rates.
Yeah. But the question is, do we need this like a time variant exchange rate?
Either version gives you time variance. Because every time you change a rate, it actually saves, you write a plugin to save the current value as a historical version, and then you end date it with the modified date, and then the previous modified date is a start date. So you have time variance built in.
Yes, okay. So yeah, understand.
Hey, Jim, before we put more stuff in there, Michael?
Yes.
I just had a look at what you asked before. Last sprint forecast, we promised to deliver 41, and we actually delivered 11, so 25%. So I reckon on this one, we currently promised to deliver 50. I think we should just leave it to 25, which is what it is now. What do you think?
I was talking about capacity, because the argument I'm trying to make is that we always plan for capacity that is more optimistic than what we actually have at the end of the sprint. That way we can argue a strong argument that we should do a 2-week sprint, because we haven't in the past had 5 clear working days with all of the hands on deck. So where this feature and the video are dragging along, we need the 2 weeks to get everything wrapped up. And that's just the argument we should make to Adam. So what I'm saying is, what capacity do we plan last sprint? And what capacity do we actually have? Because that's the center of my argument here.
Well, what we planned was 41.
Yeah, right.
How many effort
now I know
points
what we
did you
delivered,
get
but what I'm saying is, what capacity did we have?
Capacity means man days?
Yes.
Yeah, so if we did 41, this means we had 5 man days. you divide by 8. Sorry, by 4. So 10. Sorry, 40 by 4 is 10.
Yeah.
So we planned for 10 Mondays. So 41 effort, and we delivered 11. So I think this is what you were after before, right? Comparing these two numbers. Yeah. So we delivered 25% of the plan.
And Jeffrey had
just
to
divide
do
by
some,
4. We're fine.
Yeah, exactly. So we have 15 hours a plan and 25 already in the sprint. I think we should just leave it as what it is, which is half, but it's already more than enough, I think.
Yep.
We're going to smash it.
I think we won't, as usual.
No, but what we're doing here is we're putting a plausible case to say that we need the extra time because we just, every time we plan for capacity, that never happens. We need the extra time, and these sprint reviews that happen every week just seem to be a little light on for deliverables, and we want the extra time. Here is why.
Yeah, but I think what you said makes sense. Like, it's been a few sprints now, we overpromise, so let's just underpromise for once.
Cool.
And but I think all the arguments make sense, and we should just leave the board as it is, don't add anything, and just finish off all these PBIs during the sprint.
Okay. Sounds fair enough.
Can we speed up? We're missing the freelance in the China office now.
No, we can keep it as is, but we still need to re-estimate the remaining PBIs. So Lou, for this PBI, we've already done it on staging. How many efforts do you think are left?
I think for now you can keep change to 1. If I need further work, I can use the ad hoc time to do it. I just need to get Mema and Adam check the CRM if they are happy with it and push to production.
I mean, 1, maybe 2 is better if you need to test, please.
What's this? Yeah, 1.
Oh, sorry,
I think that's
the other one. You think 1 is enough? Okay.
Yeah.
Just ask.
Yeah, 1 is enough. Leave for now.
Okay,
Should
the
be
same for me. I think this should this only needs production and deployment. And what about Tom? You have 2 PBIs in progress.
So maybe put these ones to down. It's just UI fix. It wouldn't cause any.
Down?
Yeah, it's already in staging. It's just not deployed yet.
Okay, I will give it 1. Okay.
Sure.
It's not on production, then it can be done.
Okay, so put it as 1.
Okay. What about this one?
Also
1?
Yeah, also 1.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that means that the backlog for the next sprint will be 28 points.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, yeah. Do you want to pull in any PBIs or still keep it as is?
Keep it as is.
Okay. Cool.
That's what I'd prefer. Under deliver. Sorry, I would promise under deliver because we have for forever not delivered on our sprint goal, and for forever it would be nice to just have something that just nails it. And I know we're making an argument here, but we've got pretty good reasons for that. So let's just try to keep it light. If Adam asks for something more to be added, great. But are you sure that the video will only take you half a day or a day? That's a long time for a video.
I will put it a day.
No, I'm just saying, is that how long it takes you to do a done video, a day? Or is that including V1, V2 and all that shit?
Well, because it's a
definition of done, mate. Done.
There will be 2 public videos, and recording itself doesn't take that long. It's the check process that takes long.
Yeah. Which is fair. Well, that's fine. Just if we just all want to make sure that we're yeah, I'm cool with that.
Also, Jim, I have because other like Luke and Mehmet is here. I have a question about the Azure Functions sync the timesheet. It seems that based on the PBI, it's just synchronized silently on the backend. Like if we have a project configured on billing client ID and on billing project ID, that means the timesheet is just synchronized silently on the backend without notifying like the user who entered the timesheet, or is like a user has to trigger something to start the sync. I'm not very sure.
Oh, well, notification will be another feature, I think. It's not one of our plan, but yeah, it makes sense to notify the people, at least the author. I think that's a good idea. We can discuss more, yeah, about that.
Yeah, I think if we want to get the synchronization happens like stable, we probably need to do more work than 8
To say the least, yeah, to say the least, we need proper logging. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I will jot down that. Okay, guys, that's all for the forecast. I will stop the recording now. Hopefully it's on.